When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. Psalm 56 and 3. Understanding Psalm 56 and 3. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. Psalm 56 and 3. This simple yet profound verse captures a deeply human emotion, fear, and the faithful response to it, trust in God. It's not about never being afraid. It's about what we choose to do when fear rises. In historical and scriptural context, this psalm is attributed to King David, written during a time when he was seized by the Philistines in Gath, see 1 Samuel 21. He was isolated, endangered, and very likely terrified. David, once a national hero, is now a fugitive hiding in enemy territory. In his desperation, he chooses trust over panic, prayer over despair. The chapter is a plea for mercy, an honest confession of fear, and a bold declaration of trust despite external threats. Verse 3 is its emotional and spiritual turning point. The theological meaning of the words used, when I am afraid, the scripture doesn't dismiss fear. It acknowledges it honestly. Even great leaders like David felt fear. This line invites believers to stop pretending and start confessing. Being afraid is not sin, it's human. It's where faith begins to speak. The words, I put my trust in you, trust, bata in Hebrew here, means to lean fully, to be confident, to feel secure in another. True trust isn't the absence of emotion, but a choice of direction, choosing to lean on God in fear, not only when it passes. Catholic tradition affirms this balance of emotion and faith, faith seeking understanding. Saints like Saint Thérèse of Lisieux, who suffered anxiety, and Saint John Paul II, who lived through war and trauma, embodied what it meant to put trust in God even in the presence of fear. In a culture that often rewards performance over vulnerability, Psalm 56:3 gives permission to say, I'm scared, and find strength in that admission. For those battling anxiety, overthinking, or chronic fear, this verse offers a way forward, not through denial but through renewed trust in God's presence. When confronted with illness, finances, relationships, or global turmoil, trusting God can feel risky. But this verse reminds us, our fear doesn't disqualify us, our trust in God transforms it. Let's take a moment to reflect thoughtfully with this verse. Where in your life are you feeling fear right now? What has that fear been telling you? Do you believe you can be honest with God about your fears, or do you feel you have to hide them? What would it look like today to put your trust in God in a specific area of struggle? Does fear usually drive you away from God or toward Him? How have you experienced comfort or strength by trusting God during past anxious moments? Who in your life is overwhelmed by fear right now? How can you reflect God's trustworthiness and peace to them? What practical resources, prayer, scripture, rest, community, help you move from fear into faith? Let's try a breath prayer with Psalm 56:3. A breath prayer is a simple, ancient way to connect body and spirit, grounding scripture in your daily rhythm. A breath prayer is a short phrase you repeat in rhythm with your breathing. It's a way to calm anxiety and invite God's presence in the moment. I invite you to pair the verse with your breath. Inhale, when I am afraid. Exhale, I put my trust in you. Let's try together. Sit comfortably, notice your breath. As you breathe in, pray when I am afraid quietly in your mind. As you breathe out, pray I put my trust in you. Repeat this slowly for 1-2 minutes. I encourage you to try this practice anytime fear or stress shows up at work, in the car, at night. Thank you for joining us today to sit with the simplicity and strength of Psalm 56:3. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. Fear doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. What matters is what you do with it. And Scripture reminds us again and again that trusting God is not about suppressing fear, but transforming it through relationship. Maybe you've been carrying fears that feel too heavy. Maybe you feel ashamed of your anxiety or worn out from wrestling alone. Today's verse is a compassionate call to hand it over, to lean into the one who won't let you fall. Quick disclosure. Some links in the video description may be affiliate links. When you use them, you help support this channel. Thank you for making this community possible. If this message helped you find even a moment of hope, we'd love to have you join our Patreon community for just $1 a month. Your support helps bring more light into the dark places for others seeking peace and connection. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If this verse spoke to you, someone else probably needs to hear it too. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What are you afraid of? And how are you learning to trust God in the middle of it? Until next time, remember, you don't have to be fearless. You just have to be honest and willing to lean on the one who loves you. God bless you.